Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. I'm Jen, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're stepping into the energy of May. This reading is for fire signs. May is a powerful blend of grounding and expansion. The first half of this month carries the energy of Taurus, which is slow, steady, and intentional. This is where you build, where you root yourself, where you embody what you've been calling in. The second half shifts into Gemini energy, movement, communication, new ideas and opportunities. This is where things begin to open up, connect, and flow. So this month isn't about rushing. It's about anchoring first and then allowing things to evolve. Take a deep breath in and slowly release. Let yourself fully arrive in this moment. This reading is about manifesting your best life. Not just through wishing, but through alignment, action, and trust in your own energy. So as we move into this reading, I would like you to ask yourself, what am I building and how can I stay open to the opportunities that want to find me? Notice what stands out, any messages, any emotions. Notice the subtle confirmations, and most of all, trust yourself. Be sure to tap like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I love connecting with you. Let's get started. We're going to go ahead and start with a Wisdom of the Oracle to get a general energy for fire signs for this May energy. What message is coming through for fire signs for May? Let's see what we have for you. Ooh, thanks, Spirit. We have one that popped out for you. All right, fire signs, we have message in a bottle. This is number 15. All right, so communication, messages. It's very aligned to that Gemini energy for this month. Let's see what message is coming through for message in a bottle. Here we go. Let me get myself set up here. Beautiful. All right. Essential meanings: communication, a sign, an oracle delivered innocently by a speaker, the oracle pointing the way to your highest good. The oracle message: Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answers to your query. Today, your message is, Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. Ooh, fire signs. Excellent. This is a huge confirmation in the fact that what you have put out in the universe, what you have been building, what you have been questioning, asking, the universe hears you, Spirit hears you, and there are going to be signs and synchronicities coming through. So be aware of your environment. I'm getting a person walking down the street and it's busy and your hands are in your pocket and you're just kind of going on your way, and you look over and there's a sign. So keep your eyes, keep your heart, keep all of your senses open, because there are signs and synchronicities coming through for this month of May. Ooh, it's an excellent energy. It makes me feel real good. What have you been wanting, fire signs? I like it. All right, we're going to jump into tarot. Let's see what messages are coming through for fire signs for the month of May. For this grounded, slow, steady first half, which is all about Taurus, and then this movement, communication, new ideas and opportunities, which is that second half of Gemini. What are we getting for fire signs? Thank you, Spirit. All right, fire signs. We are starting with the World. This is the energy you are needing to embody for the month of May. We have the Three of Cups. This is the energy that you are needing to co-create with the universe for the month of May. We have the Five of Cups. The energy you are needing to lean into, and advice from Spirit is the Ten of Swords. All right, so fire signs. It's all about endings, new beginnings. It's about, again, there are some things, right? You're really culminating a major cycle. And you have been asking why certain experiences have been happening in your life. Why did certain things happen? It could have been a little toxic. It could have been hurtful, right? But there's purpose and meaning behind that. And so we'll get into that. Let's see what we have for you. The bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. This is the energy underneath it all. This is again, a major arcana. So this is when we're taking a look, it's the second card in the Fool's Journey. So a fool is free-spirited, taking the leap of faith, and then they're getting started. You are manifesting. And this is a huge confirmation for you fire signs out there. You have been putting your energy towards something. Again, we have an ending, and this is underneath it all, you starting something new. You really aligning your communications, your voice, your expression with your energy, right? So manifestation has a lot of elements to it. It's we speak it, we vision it in our minds, in our mind eye, we feel it, it's our energy, it's how we vibrate, and it's what we put out there into the universe. And so this is a huge confirmation again that you have been vibing, right? There are some signals that you've been sending out there, and there's a big energy that trust yourself, because the things that if you have put out there is aligned with what you are wanting, right? So some advice, especially underneath it all, because you are in the essence of manifesting. You have been, and you're continuing to be that way. Check your energy, right? You fire signs could be feeling depleted, so you may need to do some energy cleansing, whether that is you tapping into maybe energetically, like I'm getting an aura, right? I'm getting somebody's aura that you might go and have an aura reading and then see what things are needed. I'm getting, again, some alignment with our chakras, some yoga, some things that are going to help you to replenish your energy, right? Your vibe, because you've been vibing high and there are things coming through, but I'm sensing just an energy of exhaustion because you have been vibing high. Keep that energy, keep that going, keep your vision, right? Some of you have been meditating, and if you haven't yet, this is your confirmation to say it's time to start a meditation, because you are expanding those mental images, really calling that in. So again, be slow, be steady, be intentional. You're building, right? This is that manifestation. This is utilizing that Taurus energy at the beginning. And then what's going to be happening is those signs, synchronicities, and those things are coming through. Those are the ideas, the opportunities, and that's when you start to connect and you start to flow. And this is, again, all of that energy. Magician is a flowing energy. It's trusting yourself. It's trusting what your ideas you're pulling down into this earthly realm, right? It's trusting that. So a big, big energy underneath it all. Trust in what you are manifesting. Trust in what you are working towards. Now, the energy underneath it all is the World. Again, another major arcana. So the energy you are needing to embody as you are moving in through the month of May is ending, ending well, stepping into a brand new world, into something that, again, you have started and you are stepping forward. A big message coming through again, it's needing to be reflective on your path, not because I'm getting some energy with you fire signs that you might be pulled back into really looking at maybe those negative aspects or those lower vibes, right? Just know that that's an energy that's going to be wanting to pull you in, because that's focusing and working from ego. You are meant to reflect on your past, reflect on the things that helped you to vibe high, your successes, the things that you overcame, the things that you trusted yourself in doing, because those are the tools, right? We have our fixed signs here on our earth, or on the world, and the fixed signs are, again, the purest essence of the energy, of the fire, the earth, the air, and the water. So it's all those elements, and you are to balance by utilizing what are those things that you have done in each of those areas. So when we think about fire, right? What passions, what things were driving you? What things were you assertive and determined, and you were successful, right? And this could be something that you're going all the way back. It could be 10-10, right? Because if we break this up, it's 10-10 plus 1. So we have 2 decades that we're looking at. It could just be 10 years, right? It could be 3. When we take a look at 21 and we add them together, it's 3. So it's looking back to more than just our recent past. It's like really looking at what are those things that you did. When we look at our earth energy, how did you financially, how did you abundantly, how did you resourcefully, with your family and the people you care about, your spirituality, what were the things that you were very successful in, right? Your emotions, what emotions were you able to overcome? I'm getting a lot of you fire signs have done some real deep dives into your psyche, right? Some deep dives into that emotional world. I'm kind of getting like a moon where you pulled out and uprooted some really deep traumas and experiences and things that were really creating this fear, right? You've resolved those. You've clipped those cords, right? Look at those things. What were those things that you overcame? And what I'm getting on that is they were things that you were not trusting yourself with. You fire signs were going, like you were imagining and feeling that the things that were going to come back. It's like I'm feeling you hiding and feeling guilty and shameful for some of those things that happened, which was just you, because those feelings, those experiences weren't shameful or things that you should have felt guilty about, but it was the energy around it. So those were that's a huge message from spirit. Let them know, this is what they're saying. Let fire signs know that those things were deeply rooted and they were very painful and hurtful, the emotions with that, and you have overcome. I'm getting you have really looked at those demons in your closet, and you have befriended some of them. You've let them go. You have said, hey, I'm no longer letting you run the show. So that's a big thing. Really look at your emotional world. And then again with your ideas. Some of you could have very well have done, you went through school, you could be recently graduating, you could have graduated from school, from college, I'm getting secondary, and you have really like confirmed, right? What your path, what you've done is exactly what you needed to do. It was stimulating in your mind, right? So the energy you are needing to embody for the month of May is really looking through all of those experiences and looking at it with the lens of, how did I overcome? How was I successful? I mean, how was I a badass as I was going through all of the things? That is what you are looking for, because that's going to continue to keep that vibe and high, because the manifestations that you are creating and that you're calling in and that you are vibing with is just very high energy. And that is exciting. Because also, not only with these ending, when we have this, we also have this 0. This person is stepping into a new fool's journey, right? A new journey where you, again, are feeling excited and you're feeling free-spirited and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to take on a new world. And you have behind you all of these experiences. So it's not this novice, like immature energy. It's this, I have grown, I've been there, done that. And I am ready to start a brand new journey. It feels very, very good. It also is like, I'm really connecting with, this is a new year, right? 2026, back into January, when we actually look at 2026, it is a year 1. So you're starting a brand new journey. So whatever you were thinking about doing in January, think back on that, right? It could very well be around the time of January 21st. What were the things that you may have started vibing with? What were the questions and the things that you were asking spirit for, or even trusting in yourself, saying, I'm ready to start something new? Go back and see, because that could very well be aligned with what this new world that you're stepping into right now, right? And again, this isn't a time to go, okay, that's what it is, and now I'm going and I'm moving and I'm doing and all of that stuff. Taurus is slow, it's steady, it's intentional, right? This is where you're really those things, when you see that, like, what are those little steps I can start taking? What are the little routines that I need to start implementing in my life with my newfound understanding of why the things happened the way they did? And that's a big message to you. Look at it as they were happening for you. What was the lesson that you learned through that? Because that is where you're going to build those small routines, build those things where you're going to embody what you're calling in. And this very well, I'm tapping into that school again. Maybe back in January, you were like, I want to go back to school, or I want to finish, or I want to start a new business, right? I'm getting where you're going to have to immerse yourself into learning books. I'm getting lots of books, whether that's learning like because you're on a traditional course, like in college or higher education, or maybe you're going through manuals, maybe you're studying for a test. Maybe some of you, I just got some of you have gone through the schooling and now you have to pass the test. It could, like, I'm getting like the bar. So if that's what you're doing, this is where it's, you had to go through all of these things, right? All of that stuff had to be there before you could step into this new world, but you're ready. And as you really start to think about that, that's when the Gemini energy comes in. There's movement. You're going to start communicating. That could be you expressing. That could be you, again, gathering all the things that you need to. It could be the universe sending those signs and you interpreting those synchronicities and signs, right? New ideas and opportunities. So things are going to start opening up. So again, what are you building? What have you started? And what opportunities are wanting to find you? Keep your eyes open as you are moving through. Now, the energy you're needing to co-create with the universe for the month of May is the 3 of Cups. This is soul tribe vibe, right? This is you connecting with you and a group of people. This very well could be your family. It could be the people that you work with. It could be your chosen family, again, your friends. But connecting with something that's bigger, right? Not to make you feel small, but to make you feel expansive, right? You are in this embodiment in the here now for a purpose and a reason. And that, I mean, I'm feeling this huge expansive energy that's coming off of this. And that is what you are needing to really feel right now and co-create with that expansive energy as you are moving in through May, right? There's a purpose why you are here. You have incarnated with this time, you have been through all of these experiences so that you can manifest as below, or as above, so below. You're pulling something in, and it is for you to, it's only for you, right? Whatever you are pulling in, but it's for you to help with the common good. This could very well be the community of the world, right? It could be the community of your own little circle. It could be the community at work, your family. It could be all of those things, but it's huge and expansive. So the energy you are needing to lean into is communication, right? Celebration, collaboration. I mean, I'm getting kind of like a festival vibe too. Some of you may be like a family reunion. We have a family reunion, and we go down to Mexico, and we look at the stars, and we talk about the constellations, and I'm getting a space where you're coming together with your family, again, your tribe, whatever, make it resonate, or let it resonate where you are, but you're looking up into the sky, and it's this expansion, right? And it's this connecting with the cosmos, connecting with the people that you are near and dear to, and there's just this really beautiful flow and connection of energy. This is what you are co-creating, because this is an energy that is also going to help continue as you are evolving, right? As you are allowing yourself to manifest your best life. And this is really, it's not necessarily like this action, right? There's no doing here. It's all about you co-creating with the universe this feeling of connection to self, to the universe, to the world, to your family, to all beings, a connection to you connecting with what you are manifesting, what you're pulling in, connecting to like the opportunities. It's just this alignment that I'm really, really feeling. And it's to help you trust your own energy. This also is a way that you are going to help cleanse your energy, help rebuild your energy. Going back to that magician. So it's helping you to restore, to revitalize. I'm getting, again, you playing games. And it very well could be some of you are meeting on a retreat with like-minded individuals, right? I'm getting kind of like a circle, like a intention setting circle, any of the nature-based, all of that stuff. So for those of you who are needing, again, to really replenish that energy, tap into connecting with your soul tribe and connecting with them to feel the expansiveness, to feel all of the things that you are here. It's a very beautiful, just expansive energy that I'm getting off of that. This could very well too, this is the last thing, if you are going to like a meditation circle, I'm getting somebody who's in a meditation circle or a prayer circle, and you are elevating not only your vibe, but you're elevating all the vibes of all the energy of the people in there, and then you're elevating for specific people. Again, whether it's a prayer circle or just maybe you're in an intention circle, but again, tap into that connection and really, really open up, because that's going to help your energy to flow. Now, the energy you're needing to lean into is the Five of Cups. This is allowing yourself to release, to let go of some of those things that you may have come up through, some of those deeply rooted feelings and situations. I'm getting something where there's a big past, right? There has been a lot of time. Again, it could be very, very much of the 2 decades of time has gone past. And it was not until just now, because of the things that you have completed, the things that you have done, that you can actually fully look at the situation and go, yeah, I have the right to feel sad and grieve and feel hurt. I have the right to feel that. But you're not allowing that feeling to run the show anymore. Before, what I was getting is that you would think back on whatever experience it was within your past, and you would go, oh, yeah. And then it was like a blaming. You had a blaming on yourself when it wasn't even yours. It wasn't even you, right? And unfortunately, that is something that happens quite often with any situation. We as humans tend to be more critical of ourselves. And again, we look at it as, what was it that I did that was wrong? And some of these experiences, and I'm getting some really deep pain. So for those of you fire signs that have gone through some pretty traumatic experiences, and this deep pain you've been really working through, and it could have been those 2 decades you needed to, if there is help that you need, please seek it out, right? There are lots of different experience or groups out there that can help you with those experiences. Connecting, I'm getting like maybe a group therapy if there were things that you needed. This could have been also addictions that you have been dealing with. Like when we think about cups, it very well could have been alcoholism. And that is something that you have had those demons in your closet for a very long time. And maybe things have happened where, again, sometimes when we drink too much, we make stupid decisions. And that's something that I'm really getting, is somebody really toiling with that. And unfortunately, it's when we look at that and we go, because it was a choice I made, I had to do that. But sometimes it's like, right, it's hard because like we did make that choice. But if you are really truly dealing with an addiction, again, receive the help that you need, seek it out. And again, that's not easy. And if you have sought after help and you have done a lot of this work, be very, very, very proud of yourself, right? Connect with those people, connect with the people, your network, the people that you love. So this is really, again, leaning into those things that are going to help you. But I'm also getting, like, when I look at this person's been through it. This person has cried their days, right? And it's almost to a point where they're like, I'm over. I'm really over it. Not because, oh, I'm over it and then, whatever. Like, there's this energy of, I have truly been able to resolve it within myself, right? And I am truly allowing it to be let go. In fact, I am tipping that cup so that it can just, again, be consumed with the earth, right? Again, there's that, I'm feeling so a lot of root yourself where you're at, right? If that is, there are lots of different kind of rituals out there where you can write out those things Do it on a piece of paper or cardboard or something that you can rip up. And you rip it up and you dig a hole in soil and you throw it in there and then you bury it, right? This is kind of what I'm getting. And then you allow that as the ritual to release that energy. Let Mother Earth take care of it. What she does is she ends up breaking down that paper, right? And it's twofold. You are getting the healing that you are needing, and Mother Earth is getting stuff that she can compost, right? She can turn into things within the garden. Now you could do that within a pot, like if you don't have a space to, you could go out into the environment wherever you're at and dig a hole and do that type of thing. But that is kind of an energy that, or a practice that you need to lean into, fire signs, for healing. Because once this happens, right, you've already done, this is what I'm saying, you've already done so much. Tip that last one over, grab the one that's remaining, and start to walk down the path. And I mean walk. Don't rush. There's no rush, right? You're starting something new, right? Use that energy, slow and steady, be intentional. This could also be, you might need to do some walking meditation. That is a very beautiful practice. And again, where you are just using that slow, steady, focus on your breath, focus on your steps. And that's what I'm getting right now. So at this time, lean into that. I'm getting a lot of leaning into things that are really helping you to heal, right? Helping you to release. Now, advice from Spirit. And this really goes along with that 5 of Cups. Allow it to end. This past cycle, again, here we have that 10, right? This past could be 2 decades, could be 1 decade. Allow that stuff to go. You've reflected and you're needing to look at those successes. Look at how you overcame, right? Connect with the people that truly are here, right? If there are people that are no longer here, there is a purpose and a reason why they're not. That is advice from Spirit. No, they are directing and helping to alleviate. And again, people come into our lives, sometimes for a day, sometimes for a season, sometimes for a long time. Sometimes they're there and then sometimes they end up leaving. So it's all part of this journey. But those people that are still here, right? That's your soul tribe. Connect with them. Allow them to heal. But this is you rising. This is you stepping into a new dawn. You saying, I'm releasing, right? This is a releasing. I'm getting, again, you might need to do a balloon releasing, or I'm getting those Chinese lanterns, right? Write intentions on those. Make a ritual that you are needing to tap into some creativity and into some just you allowing and releasing. You've already done the work, fire signs. It's now just letting it go. And I'm getting, as you do, you're standing up a little straighter, right? You're feeling this weight lift off, because it's this emotional weight. And even like mental, because this is all swords. This is that mental. Those are those thoughts. Like, let those go. Let them take flight. There is a meditation out there which you might want to look into, and it's where, again, you meditate, like you ground yourself and get yourself into a quiet space, and then you allow thoughts to come in, but they're like drifting clouds. You can imagine them being soaring birds. Let them, uncage them, right? But really tap into that, and that is what is being advised right now. Whew. Fire signs. I am really excited for you. I know there's just this release of this heaviness that I am so ready for you to do, right? And I'm getting you being so ready for doing that as well. So go for it. All right. We are going to get a mindful practice that you can incorporate for the month of May. This is helping to heal, helping to manifest. Let's see what we are getting for fire signs. And we have counted out. When you need to regain your calm on the spot, counting from 1 to 10 in your head provides a quick and easy distraction. Ooh, this is, it sounds so simple, and it really is, but it's so powerful. And what I'm getting is like some rising emotions and some things where you're mentally and within your heart starting to maybe feel some anxious energies, right? Some symptoms of anxiety, and to help you count it out. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, and you count. I mean, part of meditation, and this is something that I recommend, when you're starting to center yourself, you count in 1 as you inhale, and you exhale 2, and then 3, and then 4, and you do that up to the number 10, right? And if you need to, you do it again. And when your mind is distracted by thoughts, you do it again. You start your counting. It's a way to help ground, to help release, and to help you, again, just allow yourself to regain the present moment, right? So that you can focus, you can be here now. All right, fire signs. Wow, I am really, really excited for you for the month of May. If there are any feel-good vibes you would like me to send your way, please let me know in the comment section below, and I will definitely send that vibe your way. Until we meet again, with much love and appreciation, be well. See you next time. Bye-bye.